It didn't even cross my mind to worry when her text popped up. "Yo, can we chat later?" It was a chill Friday afternoon, and I was cruising home from work, already vibing with that weekend energy. We'd been a thing for nearly 2 years. Had our fair share of highs and lows, sure, but nothing screamed disaster incoming. I figured she might want to talk about a weekend getaway or finally moving in together, like we'd tossed around a few weeks back. My head was all about dreaming up our future. Hers, turns out, was already peeling out in the opposite direction. That evening, I rolled up to her cozy little apartment. You know the vibe: soft, warm lights casting a glow, plants chilling on every windowsill, and that unmistakable scent of vanilla candles mixed with her signature perfume. Usually, she'd throw her arms around me or flash that cheeky smirk when she had some goofy story to spill. But not this time. Nope, she was parked on the couch, arms crossed tight, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. I plopped down across from her, the silence hitting me like a brick. Then she dropped the bomb. "I've been mulling it over, and I need some breathing room. Maybe we should just, be buddies or whatever." Her voice was steady, like she'd already signed the papers on this breakup in her head and was just waiting for me to catch up. She didn't even blink, like she'd practiced this little speech in front of her mirror a dozen times. For a split second, I legit thought my ears were playing tricks on me. The words didn't compute. Just a week ago, she'd thrown up a cute pic of us on Insta with some mushy caption like, "Is this my forever dude?" 2 nights ago, we were snuggled up on that very couch, binging our go-to Netflix series, laughing like everything was golden. And now this. I let her words hang in the air, studying her face. No guilt, no tears, just this eerie calm like she'd already moved on. Then I did something she didn't see coming. I grinned, not some snarky, bitter smirk, but a genuine, peaceful smile. And I just said, "Cool." That one word flipped the script. Her poker face cracked for, half a second. You could tell she wasn't ready for me to just roll with it. She squirmed a bit, maybe expecting me to beg, cry, or grill her about some other guy. But nah, I wasn't about to give her the drama she was braced for. I stood up, took one last look around her place, those plants, that vanilla glow, and said, "Take care, all right?" Then I strolled out, shut the door behind me, and didn't even glance back. What came next wasn't some loud, messy tantrum. It was clean, precise, like a surgeon's cut. I wiped her from my life. Poof, gone. Deleted her number, archived every photo, yanked her access to my Spotify playlists. I even unfollowed her on every social app. Not blocked, mind you. Just erased like she was never part of my digital universe. Some folks might call that petty. I call it self-preservation. That night, I crashed in my apartment. Lights off, no tunes, no distractions. Just me and the quiet she left behind. And yeah, it stung. It burned like nobody's business. But I didn't hit her up. Not once. Days bled into a week, then 2, then a whole month. About 4 weeks later, my phone buzzed with a text from her. "Hey, just checking in. You good?" I read it, locked my screen, and went about my day. 3 hours later, another one. "Kinda miss our late-night chats, you know?" She was tossing out bait, fishing for some kind of reaction. But she got zilch. Fast forward 6 weeks after the split, a mutual buddy invited me to a low-key hangout. I hemmed and hawed but decided I needed to get out of my head. Guess who was there? Yup, her. She looked like she'd seen a ghost when I walked in, her smile dropping faster than a bad Wi-Fi signal. Meanwhile, I was holding it together. Dressed sharp, looking fit, even cracking jokes like my old self. She, on the other hand, seemed stuck, like she was waiting for a moment that was never going to happen. We didn't swap a single word that night, but I caught her stealing glances more than once. Later, that same friend spilled the tea. Apparently, she'd whined to him. I didn't think he'd go full ice cold like that. I figured we'd still, be pals or something. That's when it clicked. She never planned on losing me for real. She wanted me on standby, her emotional cheerleader, ready to hype her up whenever she needed a boost, but without the whole relationship baggage. She thought I'd be her safety net, the dude who'd always pick up the phone when she craved validation. But I wasn't here for that. I wasn't about to be her backup plan while she went off finding herself, or whatever. She wanted freedom. I gave her radio silence. She wanted space. I handed her a void. She wanted to be just friends. I turned into a ghost. Now it's been over a year, and I've grown in ways I never saw coming. I've jetted off on solo trips, started scribbling in a journal, and rekindled ties with old buddies. I've built a life that's mine, one that doesn't hinge on waiting for someone to get their act together. Do I still think about her? Sure, sometimes, but not with some bitter chip on my shoulder. It's more like a clear-eyed nod to the past. She was the wake-up call I didn't know I needed, the shove that pushed me to level up. Sometimes, the most powerful move isn't throwing a fit or begging for answers. It's just walking away. She hit me with, "I need space, let's be friends." I said, "Cool." And then I vanished, not out of spite, but out of respect for myself. And I haven't looked back since.